Hi, I'm Lynn Sharp, your host of Eating Sharp, and today I'm going to show you a great meal idea from south of the border that's quick and easy to do, and it's going to wow your family and friends. So first of all, you're going to want to get from your butcher or your grocery store some thin sliced chuck steak. And the reason I have chuck steak is because it's a tender cut of meat. And you'll want to go ahead and divide it up. Usually you can get a good price on it if you get the family pack. And what I do is I divide it up into 2 bags, because this is going to help in marinating and saving one later in the freezer for when you don't feel like cooking. So, to this bags, we're going to put a sliced up white onion. Now, white onions are mostly used in south of the border cooking because of the flavor. So you could use a yellow onion, but let's just keep it traditional and use a white onion. So you want to put 1 onion, and you want to put half in one bag and about half in the other bag, because this bag here is going to be the bag that you put in the freezer for later, so that when you don't feel like cooking, you can just pull it out, thaw it, and cook it up. Next, I have some cilantro. It's probably about a half a cup or so. It's diced up nice. Just put that in there. Don't be shy with it, because when you marinate it, it all comes together. It's very tasty, so it's okay. Then I also have some dried peppers and chilies that I pulled out of my garden last summer, and I've dried them, I've diced them up, and I'm just going to add some to each one. This is going to give it a nice little pop, a little heat, and some extra added flavor. Okay? Now, if you have fresh oregano, dice some of that up and put it in too. But crushed or dried oregano will work just as well. You want about a tablespoon to a teaspoon to a half a tablespoon, and you want to just crush them, put them right down inside. Now remember, we're doing this twice, because one we're going to put right into the freezer, and the other one we're going to marinate overnight. So I have those in here. Now you want a little salt and pepper, so put some salt and pepper in these guys. I like to use fresh grated or ground sea salt. It's non-iodized. It just has a better flavor, brings out a better flavor in the meat. And some fresh crushed pepper. Put these in here. Everything goes in the bag. It's what's really nice about this. There's no cleanup, there's no mess. You just put it right in the bag. Okay, just like that. You want some garlic in there. It's better to use a granulated garlic or a powdered garlic, because when you cook this, the fresh garlic is going to burn, and so you don't want that bitterness from the fresh garlic. So go ahead and put some garlic in there. I like garlic, so I usually tend to put a little extra, more than most people do. Okay? Now I have some coriander. Ground coriander has a very nice floral, and it's going to go really well with this. So let's put some coriander in here. You just want a tablespoon or so. Now you can put some cayenne pepper in here. You can put some chili powder in here. You can put some paprika if you would like. There's a lot of different things you can do to this. Now you want to use fresh lemon juice, but if you don't have fresh lemons, or excuse me, limes, these are limes, not lemon, fresh lime juice. Now if you don't have fresh limes, you can go ahead and purchase the lime in the bottle. It'll work just as good. So we're going to go ahead and put the lime juice in one over here. You'll want about the equivalent of 3 limes, okay? And then I've got the fresh limes here that I'll put into this one. Now you can put a couple of the limes right down in there, because the one that you freeze and marinate in the freezer, it's going to use those oils from the lime, and it's going to turn out really good. Okay? So let me get the rest of this lime juice in, and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. We've got everything in here except the last ingredient. and that is oil. Now I like to use olive oil, but you can use just plain canola oil or any kind of oil that you use around the house is fine. You want about 1/4 cup of oil in here, and I've already put it in this one. Now put it in this last one here. Seal the bag good, and then you just want to mix all those flavors together. And take your time with this. You want it well coated with the oil and the lemon or the lime juice. You want all those spices to be mixed around and on the meat. Just take your time, get them all mixed together. Now if you haven't visited my website, it's right here. You can check out all my latest videos, my past videos. I've done a lot of dessert videos. I'm going to try to get back into some more of the meals. Okay, so we've got it all mixed together. You want to let the air out of here as best you can. Get all the air out. Let's see, open it in there like this. Get all the air out of there. Seal it back up. Now this is the one that's going to go right into the freezer, and when I want to cook carne asada again, I'll take this out the day before, and then I'll be able to cook it right up the following night. So stay tuned, take a break, and when we get back I'll cook this up. Now it is going to go into the fridge overnight so that it'll marinate and be nice and flavorful. So it'll be a day, about 24 hours before I actually cook this. So just take a break and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. It's been 24 hours, just a little over. I have pulled out the carne asada about an hour ago to help bring it up to room temperature and to help speed up a little bit of the marinating process. Other things you want to have ready is you want to have a black cast iron skillet, and you also need another pan to heat up your tortillas on. You want to pull your tortillas out of the fridge so they are a little room temperature too. It'll just make the process go a little faster. Then you'll want some cheese, some sour cream if you like sour cream, some salsa if you like salsa, and also you can add a little bit more of the cilantro. I'm not going to on this one, but you can add it in the cooking process. It brings a little more freshness to it. Okay, so let me get the cast iron skillet heated up. You want it a little bit hot because the faster you sear the carne asada meat, the less moisture is going to leak out of the meat and become dry and chewy. So let me get the cast iron skillet hot and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. The cast iron skillet is starting to smoke, and I know it's ready because when you put just a little bit of water in there, it bounces right off the skillet and evaporates. So let's get one piece of the carne asada meat inside the pan, just like this. There we go. Little onions got out of the pan there. Now we're going to sear. Welcome back. Yes, the alarm did go off. I didn't have my vent on, but we got over that, and we've got all the carne asada meat cooked. I've sauteed the onions up in the pan, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this meat back to the pan, just like this. Just toss that right back into the pan. Some of it jumped out. And what I'm also going to do then is add the marinating juice. And you want to just simmer this just for a little bit to kind of cook any blood that might be in the marinating juice. What this is going to do is going to make sure that your carne asada is nice and juicy and is full of flavor. So we'll let this simmer here just for a second to get any blood that is in the juice from the bag cooked up. Okay, now I've got my tortilla here. Just flip that on the plate like that. Go ahead and put your carne asada meat right in the center. Ooh, it's hot. Just like this. You can put your cheese in there as well. Your sour cream. A little salsa. just like that, and roll it up, and let's see how it tastes. Ooh. That carne asada meat is juicy, tender. It has full of flavor. I can taste the onions, the lime, all the spices that we put in there. And it's got a little hint of that crushed peppers that we put in, the dried ones. This is going to be a hit. Go ahead and make yourself up some rice to add with this and enjoy your carne asada. Thank you, and until next time, this is Lynn Sharp with Eating Sharp and Eat Well. And remember, it's all about the food.